Do you want to be in the video too? You're so stinking cute.
Do you see him? He was just completely cheesing. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I am with my older sister this time, Jessica, or Jessie, or Jess. That's about all of the nicknames, yeah?
I think so.
Akka,
Akaka.
whichever. It is very early in the morning, and...
It's not really that early in the morning.
What time is it? Oh, it's almost 9. It's not
Yeah.
that bad. Okay, yeah, no, it's not that bad anymore.
I've been up for 4 hours. I'm highly caffeinated and ready to go.
I've been up for 2. This is my first cup of coffee. Today we're doing another sister tag with my older sister this time. And this one we are actually combining 2 videos in one because this is not only a sister tag, this is also a national holiday video, strange holiday video. That holiday is National Authors Day, which is November 1st. We're celebrating that holiday because my older sister is an author. So Jessie has written one book that is published already, yeah? Just
Yep.
one? Okay.
Yeah, just one.
And has several others in the works. One is finished and getting into that process. I have read that one and the one that's published already.
But what did she think?
It was great.
That's right, it was.
So I thought that for this sister tag, I would ask the typical sister questions that we asked with Jill. Some of them will be the same, some of them won't. But then I'd also throw in some author-related questions in there as well, because I thought that'd be pretty fun.
That sounds like fun.
And then if we have the time, we were also wanting to do a little mini photo shoot. So it's a little overcast, looks like it might rain, and it's kind of windy.
It's really windy.
I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but if it does, you'll see that mingled throughout. We have a plate full of bread on the table in front of us, so we're going to be eating that while we do this video. Just be aware.
Gotta maintain our energy levels.
Jessica,
Julie.
how old are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. Everything hurts.
So the next one is describe each other in one word.
Can I make a sound instead?
Sure.
Hi!
Okay.
You asked for honesty here.
That's true. It's very true.
Well, what about me? Go
I
ahead.
would probably say homebody, like with the little hyphen.
Homebody.
Homebody.
That's a nice way of saying introvert.
Yeah. So you have a second book that you have written that is essentially in the final stages, yeah? Before publishing.
Yes.
So is that book similar to your first book? Is it a lot different? Do they follow the same vein?
Well, you read it, so you know.
Well, you're the author. You have to answer these questions.
It's similar in the way that it is focused around magic, but it's different in the terms of setting. It's an urban fantasy, which means that it takes place in the modern world. Like Lord of the Rings is considered an epic fantasy, and obviously that's not a modern thing. Harry Potter is considered an urban fantasy because it happens in the real world. So it's a different setting of, instead of the fantastical land that, the first character finds herself in, it all takes place in, a city.
Okay.
It's also different in the age range. The first one is the young adult, which is realistically, I mean, you can get anywhere from, junior high through high school. There's a new kind of unofficial genre called new adult, which is between that young adult and adult phase where it's more of the pocket of the self-published authors.
Okay.
A lot of that stems from that in-between age range. But the book that I'm writing now is in the adult category.
Okay.
For adult situations and bad words. Don't tell Mom.
This one, we're going to have very different answers than Jill's, which I like. Do people ever get us mixed up?
No. Never.
I don't think anybody's ever been like, hi, Julie, to you, or hi, Jessica, to me, ever.
Except Mom.
That's our names. You!
But nobody's ever mixed us up in terms of, we don't really resemble each other. We both got long hair.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it. Well, hi. Mister's very insistent on being on camera. You can see his little noggin right there.
He's insistent for your lemon bread is what he's insistent for.
True.
He's clearly starving.
You're my lemon bread. So, what inspired you to write a book?
Everybody, likes, some people like to read. Mm-hmm. But, as I read, I start to think, well, why did they do that? They should have done this instead. And so that little thought bunny trails in my mind, and I keep thinking about it, and I get these crazy thoughts, and I'm like, well, what if? The what if. I love the what ifs. Mm-hmm. I love them and I hate them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the what ifs.
Very cool. Do you ever argue?
Now?
Now, no.
No.
I'm trying to think of, I remember one time when we were really little.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so quick little story time. For whatever reason, this is probably the only time I ever remembered us like fighting or me getting mad at you or something like that, was we were on the farmhouse and we were running around doing something and we went into the garage and the garage door was shut. Like, for whatever reason, for years, we didn't open our garage door because it was storage. So the, doors themselves were shut, but there was a door in the back, just a regular open the door, walk-in door.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we, for whatever reason, we went into there, or Jessie was like, oh, hey, let's go into there for something real quick, see if you can find something, or whatever. She got me to go into there. So I opened up the door, and I went, and I was looking around, and she closed the door and locked it on me.
What?
I fully remember this. And she started laughing, and I couldn't get out, and I was freaking out, and I felt bad about it the second I said it. But I was like, I hate you. It was bad. And I remember regretting it the moments it was leaving my lips. And there was a pause, because I could see Jessie, kind of through the cracks of the door. And there was just a pause. And then she goes, you're ruining the story. and then she goes, I'm telling Mom, and runs off. And I start crying. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
No, I do remember that story. Although I think I repressed that painful moment, so thanks for bringing that one up.
Opening up the wound.
Rip off that Band-Aid. No, I think one of the most vivid memories of us fight, it wasn't really a fight, it was an incident where, the 6-mile-long driveway that we had.
Yeah.
It was horrible, especially in the winter. Well, it was winter. And you told me to wait. You were about halfway up, and your little tiny legs were not as stridefully long as mine. So I had about 10, 15 feet ahead of you. And you said, wait for me. And I said, fine. And I walked just a little bit faster, and you stopped, and I don't know how, but Mom heard you from inside the house. You just stood there and you screamed like you're being murdered. And of course, it was all my fault.
Absolutely.
So I don't remember how bad I got in trouble for that, but it was your fault because you screamed.
For those
Tiny
of you,
little legs.
For those of you who don't know, I was a very angry small child.
Yeah, you were.
I was so angry all the time. Which is so funny because when I tell people, like people in Charlotte, they never knew me as a kid at all. Mm-hmm. So when I tell people in Charlotte that I was like I was really angry a lot when I was younger, they're all like, yeah, okay, angry like, and that's about it. And I'm like, no, angry like...
window shattering.
Yeah. Okay, one of you two just farted, and it's real bad. Do we have a favorite inside joke? With Jill, our inside joke was real easy to figure out, but I don't know if we have an inside joke.
I don't think we do.
I don't think so.
I don't think any of our jokes would be able to stay internal. We would have to spread that news like the gospel.
Yeah. See what you did there? What kind of books do you write?
Magic. Being able to create a world where it is real is just super fun.
Yeah. Our favorite memory together.
Locking you in the garage.
I had a different one. One of my favorite memories, the least one that comes to mind, like if I want to be real super sappy, I could say something like, asking you to be my maid of honor for my wedding or something like that. But honestly, that wasn't what came to mind. That's just like the generic sappy answer.
That's true. Yeah.
No, my favorite memory is probably, again, when we were little and on the farm. And we somehow agreed to duct taping a sheet to your wrists and ankles and trying to help you fly by you doing that and then jumping off of the swing set.
Yes, because as everyone knows, living in a rural area such as I do now and such as we did growing up, the winds are of spectacular magnitude that you almost can't not try to fly. I mean,
it was pretty fantastic.
How did I forget about that?
Yep, you would just run right off the slide.
Really kind of think about it, I think when we were getting you all dressed for your wedding and in the bathroom of the church, you know, there are photographic evidences.
There is.
But just helping you get ready, you know, the joy and the happiness on your face and the joy and the happiness on my face too. But no, that was a good time. I think that was
really cool.
That was really the tipping point in our relationship that we're both grown-ups now.
Yeah.
We like each other again.
Yeah, that's actually really accurate, yeah.
Yeah, wow, yeah, that is accurate.
We're having a moment.
We are.
Favorite animal?
Well, I really do like all birds of prey, specifically owls and hawks.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Well, we have, just to the north, that's that way of our property, we have a pair of hawks.
Oh, cool.
That live around. I mean, their nest is somewhere. But, yeah, every time I leave the house, they take off of the telephone pole and they're all...
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes! Thank you for getting that.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I had said my all-time favorite was dogs. But if we were getting more into like specific groupings of animals, then owls would be my favorite, or my favorite bird for sure.
Yeah.
Comedy, horror, or chick flick?
Well, I don't like to be scared.
Me either.
I like thrillers. Something that like makes me go, whoa. But no, I'm kind of on like an action binge right now.
Okay, so none of the above.
Well, although a good chick flick is...
I kind of thought you would fall into that genre. Yeah, I definitely would go comedy. Is there something weird that you eat? Like a weird combination of things?
Yes!
What?
I love pickles. Dill pickles.
Oh yeah.
Specifically.
Oh yeah. There's
eaten,
no other pickle.
No, I've eaten pickles since I was probably in utero.
I've had them delivered.
I also like cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is good. Together?
Yeah.
Ew.
I know. I can't explain it. It's just...
How do you do you just like dip the pickle into the cottage cheese?
Oh,
what do you do?
I'm not a heathen. Jeez Louise. No, and I mean, even thinking about it, I'm like, that's disgusting. But no, like even just last week, I had a little bowl of cottage cheese, and I had my spoon, and I just dropped a pickle slice in there, like the hamburger.
Yeah.
Just bloop, bloop. Oh.
Interesting.
You can say disgusting. I'm not going to be offended.
Well,
I find it gross.
It's half gross, but I like both of those things on their own, so I'm torn. Favorite TV show? Or maybe one that you're really enjoying right now.
Really enjoying right now. Connor and I are watching Boy Meets World.
We lent her
It's
my
amazing.
entire series of Boy Meets World.
Well, it's especially hilarious because, you know, the main character in there is 11, and right now Connor is 10.
Yeah.
So he's making all of these connections, and he's cracking up at these jokes that I'm like, does he understand that? And I'm like, he gets it.
Yeah.
He understands these references, and it's fantastic.
That's great.
But then on the other spectrum, I'm very much enjoying season something of Criminal Minds.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, this would be interesting to look at. Well, I think we would know this already, though.
Mm-hmm.
What is the last text you sent to each other?
Well, you sent me, I'm here. Somebody else is too.
I pulled up to her house this morning, and there was a random car that I didn't know, like, blocking the driveway. And this person who I've never seen before in my life was, like, walking around Jesse's deck, like, looking in the windows and stuff like a creep. And I'm like... And the woman sees me, and I think she thought that I was, like, the owner of the house, because then she came over to my car, and she's like, oh, do you want me to pull forward? And I'm like,
Hey.
yeah, I'm gonna park.
Somebody mixed us up.
Just because they've never seen both of us before.
It doesn't matter. Somebody finally mixed us up. All right.
So this woman pulls up, and I park, and I get out of my car, and I still have no idea who this stranger is. But I get out of my car, and the very first thing this woman says is, there are police everywhere. And I'm like, okay. Hi, I'm Julie, Jesse's sister. And I, like, point to the house, like,
I'm looking out the window.
And so before I got out of my car, I texted her, and I was like, hey, I'm here, and somebody else is here, too. Because I'm like, I don't know who this strange human is. But... she was here to do stuff for, like, life insurance stuff, so it's fine. She was
because I'm 31.
She had a reason to be here, but it was an interesting text. What is something you like to do together? Drink coffee.
Drink coffee and sing.
One thing you can do that the other can't. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Can write a book better than you.
I mean, you're not wrong. What was the last thing you did together? Jill's surprise party?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'll put a link in the corner right there. No, I'll put a link in that corner, actually.
Just kidding.
That corner. I had to think about it for a second. Of me baking Jill a surprise Kingdom Hearts birthday cake. And Jesse and Nathan and Connor all came over to be a part of that surprise when we gave it to Jill. So
she was surprised.
Yeah, she was surprised. It was really fun. As you're watching this, that was like 2 weeks ago. But as we're filming this, that was like 3 days ago. So you have one book that is published. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little about it.
Well, it's about a girl named Mira who has a dog who looks a lot like Bubby Wubby over there. Yeah. And she takes him in a walk in the woods, and as he goes off after a squirrel, like dogs do,
as you do,
she realizes that she's in a different part of the woods. She's never seen these kind of trees before, and sees one tree in particular that is broken in its trunk from the bottom, and inside of the broken part is this stone archway. So she's gonna go and touch it, because you can't not. So she goes in, she touches it, and something weird happens. She is filled with this weird, like almost a liquid molten gold sensation feeling thing. And she sees that the back of the stone archway is gone. And it's just black tunnel. So she goes in the tunnel, leads on forever. So she gets ticked off and says, forget it, we're going home. And so she comes out, and as she comes out of the tunnel, she's not home anymore. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
That's exciting. I have read it. It is very good. I know what happens. But no spoilers. I will put links to her book you can buy on Amazon, and you can get it in the Kindle format. So I will have links to those in the description below if you wanted to go check those out. How long would you say you spend on writing a book?
An embarrassingly long time. Well, thanks to a husband who works harder than anybody else that I know, he actually let me quit my full-time job to pursue writing. It's hard to sit down and push out a few thousand words if I'm not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can wake up and literally sit at my laptop for 6 hours solid and just get it done.
Yeah.
But then there's some days where I'm completely like, where's my laptop? Dead in my book nook because I can't think of anything new.
Yeah.
But start to finish, just writing it and going through and reading and editing, I would say the first one took me about a year or two.
Okay.
But then this last one took me about 4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about, well, the first one is long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's like 130,000 words, which is on the higher end of what most traditional publishers want.
Mm.
But the one that I've got now is about 80,000, which is in the sweet spot of what people want.
Do you plan on doing any sequels to any of these that you've written?
I plan on it. No, nothing written yet. I've got folders on my desktop saved of little notes, and I've got post-it notes in my book nook. Like, make sure this person does this. I have the general gist of what I want to happen for Mira in the first book.
Oh, cool. Okay.
As a sequel and possibly...
As a sequel? Did you just call it a sequel?
Did I?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry. I'm only on my 3rd cup of coffee.
That's like hearing people call syllable, and I'm like, no, get out. Just leave right now.
I have the sequel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kind of hashed out in my mind.
Nice.
And I've even got kind of an idea for a 3rd if I'm gonna cut a trilogy. Julie will have a link to my website where you can get a free sneak peek of the first chapter from my upcoming published book.
Exciting. Yeah. Don't let me forget to write those links down.
And then it's got links to all of my social media things, Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads.
So that was the sister tag with my sister, the author.
That's me.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure, like we said, all of Jessie's links will be in the description below if you wanted to go check her out on social medias, and also go find her book on Amazon and read the first chapter of her upcoming book, because all those links will be there so you can check them out. But I hope you guys have had an awesome week. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Then I will...
Rude.
You good? Yeah, you good? Okay, good. I was just making sure. Okay. It's fantastic. I love you too.